What's going on, guys, and welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial, I will teach you how to set up and build an SMS chatbot using ChatGPT inside of it to do numerous tasks. It can send referral messages. That's what I like to use it for. It can follow up appointments. It can confirm reservations, send cold SMS for outreach. The possibilities are kind of endless and, up to you for what you want to use it for. Now, really quick, why should you trust me? I run ExtremFlo Automation, which is my agency that specializes in AI and integrating AI into paid ads and automating the back end, right? So it's a little bit complicated, but it's pretty simple what we do. Um, if you want more information, you can visit this website here. It'll be in the description. I've built over 17 AI projects for clients that did anything from set appointments in Instagram DMs to send messages to these clients directly from their CRM, all hands off, right? So now that you guys have a little bit of background knowledge, let's get into the tutorial, shall we? So to set this up, you're going to use a platform. The link will be in the description, a platform called make.com, okay? It's totally for free, and you would be able to do everything in this tutorial here, you know, using Make for free. They go by usage, right? So if you want to use this a lot, then the usage will go up, and then you'd have to pay. Um, but it's a fairly cheap platform compared to something like Zapier, if you guys are familiar. Uh, yeah. So first things first, set up an account with Make. You just log in with your Gmail, and what you'll need to do is go into scenarios, and then press create a new scenario, and this will be the screen you have. Okay. And then two more prerequisites. I want you guys to open up a Google Sheet, okay? So you can have some place to keep the data, because everybody, works with different CRMs, but everybody can export their, files as CSV and put it into a Google Sheet, or just type it in manually. It's up to you guys, depending on how much data you have, right? And then whatever really SMS provider you want to use, Make.com has a lot of SMS providers in here. The one, they have, look, this entire list, right? The one I was using and the one that, works for me is Twilio, but I have no affiliation with them. Um, but yeah, Make is a very great platform. Um, and make sure you guys click the link in the description. It'll help me out a little bit. But yeah, without further ado, so you have Make set up, you have Google Sheets set up, and say, for example, you have some sort of SMS automation, okay, or SMS tool. So what you'll start is you're going to type in Google Sheet, and you'll first start by setting that up as your first tool. So you click Google Sheet, and then you're going to scroll down to search rows, okay? That's going to be the first thing you do. And then this will select from your Gmail, right? So you'll see your Gmail. I know you guys see mine. From my Drive, and then here you have a ton of spreadsheets. So the one that I'm using for this is called SMS Chatbot, because that's what we're building. Sheet name, just sheet 1, contains headers. Let's increase the range to M, A through M. All right, perfect. And then we will add a step here. So I just want to make sure. All right, add another step. Let's add a module, and this will be ChatGPT. Let's have it called OpenAI. Yeah. So you have ChatGPT, and then what you want to select here is create a completion. Okay. And this will open up for you. Now, on your guys' end, it's going to ask you to connect to your OpenAI account, right? Because then there's usage on there. So if you go to openai.com and log in through there, there'll be a login up here, and then you'll be able to copy and paste pretty much as like a little token, an authorization token. You copy and paste it into this platform, and you're all good to go. That's pretty straightforward. So chat completion and the model. Now, if you want to use GPT-4, it'll be more creative, right? But it will also cost you a lot more if you're doing volume with this, right? If you only have like 5 people, it might be worth it. In terms of the quality of the message that it generates, right? Because what we're gonna ask ChatGPT to do is generate us a message, right? Let's do that, and then message, let's have it be the system, or let's just have it be an assistant, and we're gonna tell it generate a two sentence, let's say under 150 characters, message asking, and then we could put in their name, right? Their first name. This is pulled from the Google Sheet, right? That's why we needed it. So you select name here. I'll show you the Google Sheet in a second, but I pretty much have a header that says name, and then you put their names under it, right? So then generate a 2-sentence message asking John or whatever for a referral, or to refer a friend, right? Very simple. Obviously, you can work with this, with a prompt, and some of the prompts I have are much longer, but let's just keep it simple for this tutorial. So then the Google Sheet, it will get searched, it'll go through the rows, it'll pull the person's name and their phone number, and then the name will be used in this step, and then their phone number, on my end, I'm going to use Twilio. Perfect. Twilio, we're going to do, so create a message. So Twilio connection, and then it'll be, you're sending messages from a phone number. This will obviously differ a little bit for what application you want to use, but that's my toll-free number on Twilio. Don't text it, it won't respond. And then we'll do it to the phone number of that person we just pulled, right? And then the body, right? This is where you want to put in the ChatGPT message. Now, each time it goes through, it's going to generate a unique one. It's stored under a variable. So what you'll do is you'll see here, this OpenAI step, you'll go to choices, you'll go to message, and you're going to click content, okay? And then you can press OK on that. And this is really all you need, okay? Now, when we go to the Google Sheet, okay, this is not my phone number. I'll change my phone number and I'll send myself a message to show you guys, but this is not my phone number, it's just some numbers I put in. But for example, you'd have your headers, right? Name, phone number, SMS sent. This is for verification and for your own end, and then we can also put in a step into that automation to, not have it double send a referral message, because you don't want that happening. And then here we can also populate, the message that was sent. Here's some personal details that you can use. If you guys want a tutorial that's more in depth, this one will be much more quick and straightforward on how to have it check if an SMS was already sent, how to use personal details in the referral message itself, and how to have the message that it actually sent populate in here. So on your end, you'd be able to see what the user received. But for now, this is good. And then I'm going to change my phone number in here really quick, so then we could use it in the demonstration. Now, one thing with the phone number I just put in, make sure, I assume most of you guys will be in the US, put the 1, right? You don't have to put the plus, but put the 1 and then, the, 10-digit phone number, okay? So make sure you put the 1 in the front and then the 10-digit phone number. So 1773, 773 is the Chicago area code. So, okay. And then if we do run once, let's see what happens. So this is something that you would see, right? It would start at the top, and then it would go through all the rows and send messages. I already hear my phone blowing up. Let me grab it. So the message was sent on my phone, as you guys can see. Oh, it's a little bit blurry. But there's 3 different text messages that were sent because I had 3 people, right? I had Mark, Lucas, and Conrad, and myself. And here's pretty much what it said. Hey Conrad, I've enjoyed working and collaborating with you. Could you provide a referral about our professional relationship? Thank you in advance, right? So you can play around with the message, make it sound better, more, towards your business. But yeah, that's pretty much how you automate referral messages. Now, there's more complicated steps, like with Google Sheets, you can watch for changes. So when I set this up for a client, when he wants to manage it on his end, he could go into the Google Sheet and change, sessions booked or the amount of weeks that the client spent with them, and then it will watch for the changes, and say if it's above 4 weeks, then it'll send them a referral message. So there's a lot of things you can play around with here. If you guys are interested in a more in-depth tutorial where I break it down, all the steps, so watch for changes, check if a message was already sent so it doesn't double send, um, show you what message ChatGPT actually generated on your end in the Google Sheet, um, as well as send multiple messages if you guys want, right? Because sometimes SMS applications like this have a limit on the number of characters you can actually send. So let me know if you guys are interested in that. And please make sure, if you guys want to set this up on your end, make it completely for free, but make sure to click the link in the description. It helps me out a little bit. And then if you're also interested in having something like this set up on your behalf, or similar things with ads going into this, then make sure to visit my website. It's in the description. And yeah, thanks for watching.